Hello, welcome everyone. I'm excited to be back. I had a few weeks off with some travel and things for work, but it should be a fun night tonight. For everybody watching, please jot in there and say hi on the chat, and I'd love to know if you're making anything tonight or have been this week, or just give me a lowdown on what you're doing tonight, and let's chat and have some fun together. So tonight, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make an Easter sign, and I don't know if you can see it very well, but I got a sign. It's pretty big, actually. It's just a big plank of wood. It's like bigger than my child. And we're gonna decorate it for Easter. I have some flowers I got. We're gonna do some vinyl. It's gonna be a good time. So I'll put this down because the first bit of work that we're gonna do is figure out what we're gonna write on this thing. And yes, TSM is definitely looking good. They make mistakes just like any team, but what I've loved about TSM, and I could go on forever, is that they're taking risks. And I think it's the first time I've really seen in a long time TSM being willing to take risks. I'm super excited for the playoffs. We were actually going to try to go to the playoffs. Even when they were looking terrible, we were going to go to the playoffs just because we love going to the LCS playoffs in St. Louis. But we couldn't make it work. And so we'll just be watching from home. So I hope if there's any other league fans out there, you'll join me. Maybe we can chat while we're watching. I know, Kyrie, we've had some fun chatting. You know what? I love this digression. I'll chat League with anybody that will listen. So no worries there. You know, they are definitely their early game is looking great. And their mid is actually not terrible. I think they've gotten a lot better over the split. You know, your team C9 is looking pretty decent too. You know, they're all gunning for that first place, and Liquid just has looked terrible lately, and they were on such a streak. So I don't know, it's gonna be really interesting, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see C9 TSM semis. So it should be good. It should be a good time. I know I'm having fun with this split. I'm excited. Plus, I mean, Golden Guardians and FlyQuest in the playoffs, like, I just didn't see that coming. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, what's crazy to me is it really should be C9 versus TSM in the finals, just like El Clasico. Like, I mean, so, anyway, but we'll probably see a Liquid whoever team. Well, I think it's going to be a Liquid TSM team. You might think it's going to be a Liquid C9 team finals. So, yeah, I think it's going to be, it'll be interesting. Yeah, you agree. I was shocked. No, there's no way Liquid's going to pick TSM for semis. Not with having lost 2 games to them out of 2. So, yeah, no, it's definitely, they would be pretty crazy to do that. So, yeah, I think, I don't know, we'll see. But, I mean, Liquid is playing Echo Fox. Oh, no, it's Echo Fox versus, what is it? Echo Fox versus FlyQuest, I think, or something like that. I don't remember who's playing who in the quarters, but, you know, whoever isn't TSM is going to go up against Liquid, and they're going to, yeah, Liquid's going to pick them over TSM. Ah. Okay, TSM versus Fox. Yeah, that's good, because I'm really not a fan of Echo Fox after what they did to Phoenix and oh gosh, who were the other folks? I still can't believe Phoenix went back to Echo Fox. That was crazy. But Golden Guardians versus FlyQuest, like, that one's a hard for me because they're like, you know, my heart goes out to both of them. There's lots of reasons to like both Golden Guardians and FlyQuest. And FlyQuest, when we went to visit the LCS in person, like, they were definitely the best as far as fan interaction. And there's Turtle. Yeah, what was such a weird thing? The Fox situation with Phoenix. Yeah, I don't know. Like, for those of you that are watching that aren't League fans, which I don't know if there's anybody else, like, what happened was they kicked one of their players right before they were about to get, like, a pass as far as being a local, and that actually gains you, like, so much stuff because there's only a certain amount of import slots on each of the teams, and it was literally like a day before they were going to be that, and it takes a few years to be a non-import, and you get more money, teams are much more willing to work with you, and they kicked him, man, like, and they kicked him and a few other folks, but Phoenix, like, I don't know how he did it, but he actually, they brought him back this year. That happened last year. They brought him back this year, and he accepted. Like, I guess maybe he didn't have another team to go to, but I don't know how you trust a team after they treat you that way. I don't know. It was a hard thing as a fan, like. Rick Fox is such a dynamic person, and he's the one who owns Echo Fox, and he was just so likable, and he said all these things about how they care for the team and all this different stuff when they first came in, and then to see them go and do this to their players, it was just this, like, I was bummed about it. I'm still bummed about it. Yeah, and just it's hard. So I haven't liked Echo Fox, and in fact I've cheered against Echo Fox since that whole thing went down. Yeah, they could have been cool. They could have been great if they had just taken care of the people on their team. I don't know. Yeah, but you know, it will feel good when TSM destroys them in quarterfinals and we move on with our life, and you know, who knows, maybe Golden Guardians or FlyQuest can make a good run and make a good semis to watch. I'm more of a fan of Liquid. They're my second favorite team, so even though they haven't been playing great, I would love still for Liquid to be in the finals. I think they deserve to be in the finals. They played really well for most of the season. And the only reason they lost the last 3 games in a row was because they needed to do it for the memes. 14-4. So, yeah. I agree. Golden Guardians versus FlyQuest versus TSM C9, like, yeah. I don't know. I just don't see TL not making it. Like, it's not like a best of one. They have a lot of ways that they can, you know, learn from their mistakes and adapt. So, there's enough veterans on the team between Jensen and Doublelift and CoreJJ and, like, Impact, like, Xmithie. They're all, like, veteran League players. Like, they know how to adapt. So I just don't see them losing in a best of 3. Yeah, you know, Golden Guardians really did come out of, like, this massive slump in that was in the first half. I agree with you. But, I mean, it's Liquid. Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah. Like, it's not only is it Liquid, but it's, like, the best iteration of Liquid we've seen with CoreJJ. And Jensen. So, I don't know. I think they were just trying a bunch of stuff. They were completely locked in for the playoffs. They had the bye. Like, there was really no reason, like, that they had to do well in the end there. Like, and so I think there's both that, you know, mentality, and then there's just the fact that maybe they wanted to try some different things because it didn't matter. So I don't know. I wouldn't count out Liquid. I think there's just too much strength there. They were playing too good for so long. Obviously I'm rooting for TSM. Oh, 100 Thieves? No, man, like, I have the same feelings about 100 Thieves. I didn't always love them as much as I did Echo Fox, but what they did to Meteos, man, like they kicked out Meteos, and then Meteos was like scrambling to find another team, and he was good. Like, there was, I don't know what happened there, and yeah. I don't know. I know that all the analysts were like, 100 Thieves is going to be at least middle of the pack. Like, they look awesome. They've got all these veterans, but and it's probably biased. I didn't want them to do well, so it wasn't that surprising to me. I don't know. I feel like Golden Guardians is more the surprising one. They were 10th last split, or last season, so the fact that they're in the playoffs at all this time around is just... it's very impressive. Oh yeah, I forgot about Cody's son. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, that was weird. Like, he was just like, he wasn't even in the building or something. Was that what it was? During playoffs or something? I don't know. It was weird. There was so much weirdness going on. Like, they were just an unorganized... Oh, you were expecting Optic. Yeah, you know, Optic was looking pretty decent. Yeah. I could have seen Optic in playoffs. Definitely. But, I don't know. It's hard because, like, you have these 3 teams that are clearly the front runners. And it's just kind of hard for me to, like, see. It kind of feels like the team of the moment that rises to the, like, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th places. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, the Dardoch, when they brought in Dardoch, I could see that. But Dardoch's such a wild card. Like, if he's good, he's good. But if he doesn't show up, it's like the whole team just crumbles. I don't know. I almost feel there's a little bit of that too with Meteos. Like, it feels like they have a bunch of people on their team that are a little bit, like, spotty. Like, the consistency is not quite there. But when they're there, man, they just pop off. I don't know. I haven't watched too much of Crown. I am be real, like, the top 3 teams are my favorite teams. So those are the ones I tend to watch more than, like... You know, I'll occasionally catch a FlyQuest, GGS, or Optic game. Rarely will I ever watch an Echo Fox or 100 Thieves one. What are the other teams in? I'm blanking on the other teams right now. But yeah, I mostly stick to to my favorites. Have you just all the games? You watch all the games? I was just about to ask that. So you watch every single one. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll put him... Oh, Clutch, there we go. Yeah, that's right. I'll put him on, but, like, honestly, half the time I'll fall asleep. When it's, you know, it's what, like 6 hours? So, you know, it feels very different also watching at home versus in person. Oh, gosh, you also follow LEC. Yeah, yeah. Well, you must have the, like, little icon-y thing for playing, for watching, sorry, watching the little, like, Poro with the foam hand kind of a thing. I just like that one. It was really cute. Joe's been trying to get all of them. Anybody you've been enjoying in the LEC? Oh, you haven't been playing a lot? What's funny is, I've been playing with some friends at work every now and then. We tend to play on Saturday nights. It hasn't been the past few weeks, but if you ever want to join me or join us, let me know. It is totally for fun. We're not good at all. It's fun. We mostly play against PvE, or we'll do a bit of ARAM. Oh, Misfits. I heard a little bit about Misfits. What's been going on? They just like, didn't they get like a bunch of really well-known folks and didn't make it into playoffs? Yeah. That's crazy. They were looking so good last year. Wow. That's some really good people. Oh, that's right. I heard that Gorilla went over from LCK. Wow. Origin's looking really good. It's still crazy to me that Origin is back. Like, I remember when they went away and it was this sad thing, and then they had the big, like, I do remember the big reveal. Origin is back, and all this. Xpeke is running that, right? Or am I thinking of a different team? It's the year of the duck? What does that mean? Oh, right, Deficio. Oh, that's right. I remember. And that was crazy, too, because he's like, I'm leaving casting and I'm going to run a team. And oh, interesting. Yeah, that whole brand stuff, because you gotta pay the bills. How is Unicorns of Love doing? I've always loved Unicorns of Love because I just think they're absolutely hilarious. I don't know if it's still the same craziness. Yeah, I believe you. I mean, Origin has a built-in fan base, so yeah, totally. Oh, Unicorns didn't make it into the franchise? Oh, man, that's like when Immortals happened. That's just such a bummer. Immortals was heartbreaking. That was really rough. I loved Immortals. I mean, Liquid became most of Immortals, but... How about Liquid? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it made it easy to like Liquid. I had always been like, Liquid meh, you know what I mean? The meme team, the 4th place, always. It was just kind of, they were there. I mean, I didn't hate them because, you know, Reggie and Steve were friends. But, yeah. But it wasn't until all of Immortals went away and then they took on Immortals and they actually became a decent team. Then it was like, oh, hey, this is fun. Like, I'll totally root for you. Like, yeah, for a 2nd or 3rd place team, I'll be totally a Fairweather fan. My first place, I've always been a TSM fan, so yeah. Steve with the money. Oh man, I love that meme. It's so funny how much he just goes with it. Like, it's really funny. I don't know if you saw the gift that they made of him, where he has like the money machine. He's just the money just spitting out of the machine. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. I don't know why this cracks me up so much. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoy the teams that make fun of themselves. It's great. I don't know if you ever saw the I forget the name of the meme, but it's the one where they have like they're in the sky in a stars galaxy kind of thing and they're floating around and stuff. They did one with Reggie. It was just absolutely hilarious. Oh, it was years ago. I think half of the reason I like the League scene is because of the memes. Oh, you didn't see that one? All right, now I gotta find it. You know, Reggie has been trying to stay out of the spotlight a bunch. I think he's been trying to let the team figure out stuff on their own, because what was happening so often is TSM would start to fall apart and Reggie'd step in and save the day, and like I think he was just like, I need to let them learn how to deal on their own. But this was a few years ago. What is the meme? Oops. I forgot about that last part. Sorry, that was a little appropriate. But anyway, yeah, it was good. It's good times. Yeah, super silly. I love the memes. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, people just don't understand the memes. Yeah. So I'm just looking for the Bible verse I want to put on the Easter sign. Not that we can't keep talking about League, that's totally fine. I'm finding the one I really want to do. Do you have any memes that you've enjoyed lately in the League scene? The photo. Oh! The spelled out TL sucks. Oh, yes. That was hilarious. That was at the beginning of the split. Yeah, that was great with their arms and stuff. Oh, I loved it. Oh, there's playoff teasers. Oh, I'll have to definitely check that out. That sounds awesome. Yeah, and I'm just grabbing a quick background picture so that I can just get a feel for how it'll look. Find a font I like. Were there any good moments in the teasers? Like, my favorite is always like when they get double lift in there. Like, he's always fun to hear trash talking and stuff. Oh, you haven't seen an LCS one yet? What was so funny about the LEC one? Oh, working out. Did you catch the oh, I'm totally blanking on it. The KDA like super terrible like dance that they did was Mark Z, is it Crumbs and Dash. Yeah. It was so terrible. You're right. It was beautiful, but really bad. Although, like, you could tell Dash actually practiced some, or at least knew somewhat how to dance. And Mark Z was just like another level of terrible. Like, it was that was interesting. It went a little long for my taste. I'm like, wow, they're really, really bad. I like that they've been doing a bunch of memes and stuff. I cracked up so much at like when they did the hot sauce challenge stuff with Hi and Mark Z, and then the other one where they got was it, who was it? Was it Kobe? Kobe was hilarious. So I'm just trying to pick a font. I have way too many fonts. One of these days I'll organize my fonts. I think I've said that now for about 20 years. I didn't even realize I had this font. It's Equestria, My Little Pony. Yeah, it has been. The analyst desk really has. And I mean, like, as much as I was super bummed to see Jack go, like, because he was, I mean, obviously great with the stats and everything, but it's been more entertaining having someone who isn't quite as serious, although, like, Hi and Crumbs are still kind of getting comfortable with it, but I don't know. It's been more fun to watch, for sure. I'm not sure about the weather report. Have you been enjoying the weather report stuff? Yeah, not really sure about the weather report. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think that one's a bit too try hard. The root, I don't remember if Rivington, wasn't it? It was the one where they had like, there was somebody who was in the rain and the storm and it was like blowing them away and it was terrible, and it was basically like the folks at the bottom end of the standings. And then it was, I think it was Dash who was basically just sitting out in the tropics, chilling out, and it's like, hey, this is the view from Liquid. I've been kind of bummed. They really haven't been having Rivington showing up much. New TSM jersey? You know, I haven't. It's like we still have our jerseys from a few years ago, and so I haven't thought of getting the new ones. And there's part of me that's like, I like wearing the old one because it shows I'm more of an old school fan. I mean, it's not like, although if I really want to be old school, it would be a TSM Snapdragon shirt, which, you know, maybe Wednesdays I'll cosplay as what is it, season 2, season 3. But I guess it was probably season 2. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of a soft spot for the old jerseys. They're pretty though. I'm not really sure about the stars at the top. Haven't quite figured out those. But top 5 Reggie and Dyrus moments. You know, this should probably prove it, but like when I started watching, Dyrus still had a pillow. You know, just saying. Yeah. But I mean, to be real, like I don't go back that far because when I started watching, I think like Reggie had just retired and baby Bjerg came in. So forgot to mention this thing. All right, I think I figured it out. All right, I think I figured it out now. Let's give it a whirl. All right, I think I figured it out. Cool, I'm back. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it. All right. I don't know what you heard, but yeah, this is a lot. It will take a little bit of time to cut and weed. So I'll probably just get it going and let it run, and then I'll move to the other part. So I'm going to be putting some flowers in the corner. Should probably put a spot for those. Let's see. I'm sure there's ways to like wrap and stuff, but I'm just gonna be not great with it. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. We'll see how it turns out. Definitely want that on the next line. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right. So, on the silhouette, I actually have the ability to do a roll, and I have like an adapter. But every time I've done it, it's been super finicky. So I don't know if I want to do a roll or if I just want to do a sheet. I also have to remember where I put my adapter. Is it pretty late for you out there now? So I think I accidentally loaded it the wrong way and don't know how to unload it. There you go. And it's been forever since I tried to load it from the wall. Might actually have to look it up. And I'm just adjusting the size here so that it allows me to put in whatever I want. Alright, we'll see if this works. And I'm just selecting vinyl. It's matter glossy. Let's go for 651. And what is that one? Alright, so that did not work. So I should probably actually look at what I'm supposed to do. I think I have an adapter over here. All right. So this was what I was looking for. It's a, basically it's an adapter that lets you have a whole roll feed. You can see it's a bit dirty. I don't know if you can see the dead bug in there. That's lovely, lovely. So. There's a reason why I normally don't get this thing out. It's just kind of a pain to set up. But for stuff like this where it's really big, it's kind of hard not to use it. The way that it works is it actually goes underneath on the feet of the machine. I'm not sure that anybody can see what's going on there, but things are happening, I promise. It kind of like feeds in this thing and then out. There's like an adjustment you have to kind of twist to get the roller in the right spot. I seem to have completely forgotten how to do it. Again, I haven't done this in years. Alright, I think I managed to do it. Turns out there was instructions on the machine and I didn't even read those. So that's good. Alright, I think we're ready to do this. I forgot to cut off the bad parts. So I'm gonna do that. It only has like this cutter thing. Let's use scissors. All right. Oh, that's on the street. All right. I think we're ready to try this again. Yeah, I have way too many toys. I get gifts for Christmas and just have a whole bunch of stuffs. Christmas and birthdays from the parents. Alright, seems like that's going. I'm gonna just let that run a little bit. I have to check in on it because when you're doing a long piece, it can start to catch on the edge of the drawer. But for now, I'm good. Okay. Gonna something turned off. Let's see. It looks like the webcam's not happy, but that's okay. We'll just go with that. Trying to get the camera in a better spot. So, put this thing going on here. I'll leave that stuff on there for now. And then just checking on things. Looks like it's still working. So, these are the flowers that I got. But they were pretty fun. You got the like burlap flowers and stuff like that. So I'll do one here, one here. I have to cut things and stuff. But getting out old trusty glue gun. It's actually not that old, but it's just fun to see that. I got this nice glue gun. It's got a fine tip, which makes it a lot easier to work with. And then it's got 2 temperatures, so if you have things that are sensitive like paper, it just works. Got this little stand thing. Because I don't know why, but they don't like to give stands for new ones. Like, I just don't get me started. It's crazy. So, get that warming up. Well, I figure how I'm gonna do these flowers. So part of me is just like, oh, it'd be super easy just to keep them in a bunch like that, but I don't really get them down because they look best when they're like straight. Part of me is like, well, maybe I'll just drill through and stick them in, but I don't know. It seems like a lot of work. It does look like I can detach them, so let me try detaching. That comes off. Let's see, I might completely destroy one of these bouquets, but let's see how it goes. That one doesn't come all the way off. Let's see. Yeah, I just got these flowers from Michaels. It was all on sale. It's springtime stuff. Hi, Shannon. Thanks for joining. Just making an Easter sign. Cutting some flowers right now, and while I've got a Bible verse cutting out on the silhouette in the background. Not sure if you can hear. Have you been making anything lately? I mean, hard time figuring out how I want to arrange things. I think that'll work okay. Oh, a baby shower sign. That's fun. Do you have pictures you could share? Do you do it in chalk? I have always enjoyed your chalk signs. I glue needs some more time. Bye, Kyrie. It was so great to have you. Totally agree. What is it like? It's past midnight over there on the East Coast. Thanks for joining. I had a blast. I can't wait to chat with you again after some more of the finals games were done. Shannon, you should definitely share a picture, and I'm going to try to see if I can see if you post it. And Shannon, you can see here what the plans are for that's getting cut out right now. I'm not sure what happened to my webcam. It's just all of a sudden unhappy. Oh, thank you, Shannon. I hope it will look nice by the door. I'm actually trying to see if there's a way I can hang it on the door. But we'll see. Sometimes I don't always know my own physical limits on what does and doesn't hang. Oh. What people did before glue guns. Who invented them? Seemed like a really useful thing. Using them since I can remember, like back in Girl Scouts or something. Oh, 3M, yeah. Oh, you can't figure out your pictures, huh? Interesting. I wonder if Facebook Live doesn't let you share pictures. That's a bummer. Yeah, we actually have a hook for wreaths on our front door. Like, I tried the 3M thing for our doors, but they were too slippery. I guess either metal or something. I don't know. And so what I did is actually screwed in a hook that I use for wreaths and things. But the back of this has some sort of like picture frame hanger. I don't know if maybe I could repurpose that with some wire or something, and maybe that would work. I don't know. The door doesn't open. Like we always keep it closed because we have 2 doors. So I don't think that might work. It doesn't matter. I can always just put it on the ground. I wasn't planning when I went into Michael's. I was actually going in for something completely different, which there's probably a reason why I only go to Michael's like once a year. It's because of how going in for something totally different. And I saw a whole bunch of Easter wreaths, and I thought, oh, that's really pretty. I should get an Easter wreath. Like, I haven't done that before. Normally, I just have like more just springtime kind of. And I was looking at them, and all the wreaths were like super happy spring, which is fun. But like for Easter, I try to have a tablescape that is much more like white. I've been doing like white and burlap a lot. Because I feel like it's more true to kind of more of the resurrection side of Easter and thinking about Jesus coming, being resurrected, new life, and just the hope of that. So I wanted to get something white and could not find for the life of me a white wreath that I liked. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll make a wreath thing and put like a banner on it or something. And I wasn't feeling it. And so I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll just do a sign. And I saw this big plank here and thought, yeah, I can make that work. So we'll see how this turns out. I'm not sure. But it's definitely one of those spur of the moment kinds of things. Sounds like the vinyl cut out, and looking at it, it looks like it cut out okay. So I'll deal with that in just a bit. Michaels does tell you what you quote unquote need. Yeah, it's so true. There were so many things in there. I'm like, oh, I could totally do that. I could do this, and I'm like, no, wait, I've got 5 million other like things at home I should be working on. Especially was like they had this super chunky yarn that was like for your arms. You know, you do arm knitting stuff. I was like, oh, that's actually a blanket I wouldn't mind knitting because I don't have the patience to knit a real blanket. And I was like, but I already have so many blankets, like, and I don't actually enjoy knitting. I just did it because that was a thing. So I managed to not do the impulse buy on that one. But it was hard because it was like, oh, it's half off, and this was all the rage for so long, and it might be fun to try. I just couldn't think of a use for it. We have so many blankets. Just gonna check and see how this looks. That doesn't look terrible. Now, I wonder if I put it on the right side. That would be great. Yeah, I think I didn't. Alright, so we're going to retcon this. And I think, let's see, nope. Alright, well, we'll figure it out. Most of the time when I make stuff, that kind of stuff happens because I don't like to plan things out very well. Oh no. Well, actually, it might not matter because I just realized I forgot to weld my lines. That's a good lesson for us all. I don't know if it will show up on stream. Super well, but if you look really closely, you'll see that because I have scripty letters, they go inside each other, and so then they cut through each other, and they aren't gonna look right. So I'll try this one again, and that will give me an opportunity to put things where they belong on the design anyway. Oh, you like the chunky knit stuff that, yeah, I mean, like, they look really cool. I just don't know if I'd use it is the question. So it's like this and like this. Yeah, I think that would work. Or maybe I have to do that. Yeah. Okay. Huh. You know, I'm not sure if they were cozy either. There were some of the fabrics that seemed softer than others, but also they also probably have a big hole. And I imagine when you're doing arm knitting, it's hard to keep a consistent hole size. But it still would be fun to be like, hey, look, I made this big chunky thing with my arms. Maybe if I made it, I'd probably come up with something better than that. But yeah. So I'm just feeding the vinyl again through the rollers. Because I obviously did it wrong the first time. Alright, let me give this another try. Alright. Sure that works. Alright, while that's going, we'll get the other side. I'm not sure, this is kind of unwieldy. Yeah, it was weird being at Michael's again. I used to go to Michael's so often. I think I was going like for a while there, like every 2 weeks or something. Because it was nearish to my house or nearish to work, and we're actually really close to where I used to work for 7 years. And I would go in there all the time and just get ideas and stuff. But now that Michael's is so far away, I don't tend to go in very often. Especially it's like, well, I can just order online and it shows up at my door. if I should try to match. I think I might try to match. Check on the vinyl. Oh gosh. I did it again. I'm very distracted tonight. So, it's pretty easy to do this. I just have to remember which one is the right button because they keep changing the UI on me. What? I have no idea what just happened. Wow, that's kind of a bummer. There, it made a cut line all the way down. Well, maybe you can salvage some of that for scraps. Have a good night, Shannon. Thanks for joining. Found the right button. Okay, that is all welded, and I think we are finally ready to go. Get this loaded again. All right, load it again. Looks like my music stopped and earpods got messed up. Had all kinds of difficulties tonight, but it's okay. Still having fun. Alright, Faith, please do everything about calculating streaks. I'm sure that's me and every other. What's funny is I can tell they use hot glue on the flowers that I want to. for the flowers. I think I've used these wire cutters in my jewelry kit for other things more than I have jewelry. But I keep planning on doing some jewelry. Maybe next week if I finally get around to doing some jewelry. Just check on the vinyl. Looks like it's coming along. Looks like I put that a little high, but I'll make it work. So one of the recent tips I found out was that when you're reading vinyl, the easy way to see through the lines is to get a light box. And one of my friends gave me a light box for my birthday. That's what this is. It's really tiny. I can't believe how thin it is. It's got all kinds of fake fur and things. Or it's cat fur, because cats go everywhere. You can see it right up there, and then it's pretty bright. Just gonna do a little cleaning up while I'm waiting. I actually have this as a Cricut box from a while ago, but I like the Silhouette tools better. But I like the container, and so I bought the container, and I used some of the things, but I put the Silhouette tools, some of the things I like to use in here, and there's slots in this. These are kind of the equivalents. Obviously, there's a big difference between the Silhouette and the Cricut here. Just the way it feels in your hand is a lot nicer than the Silhouette. And then you can see the difference here, like just the way that the hook is smaller, it's easier to get stuff. So I switched. But it's since then, Cricut's come out with a lot of really nice stuff. I haven't found either company making a set like this since then. I haven't looked in the past few months, but I don't know why. Like, it's such a nice starter kit. There's a lot of things in here I use pretty often. You got the scraper, and you've got these little scissors to cut around stuff, and having the rollers pretty handy. Like, there's a lot in here, and this is just a pretty cheapo blade. If someone came out with a set similar with some of the like nicer tools, I think it could sell pretty well. I think at one point this was like extra blades or something, but my set I bought new and it didn't have anything in there. So, sure. It sounds like it's still cutting. I actually would have liked to not use black, but I've got a whole roll of black vinyl and a whole roll of white vinyl, so white wouldn't have worked, so went for the black. But I think it will be nice. It'll have a good contrast to it. I'm getting sleepy. The mistakes definitely made it take a little bit longer. I think I probably could have gotten it done in an hour if I was more organized. And didn't forget to weed on the lettering. So just a reminder to everybody out there, don't forget to weed when you are cutting out a whole bunch of scripts. Yeah, this is coming along. It's almost there, and I think it's gonna. Oh, I think that just finished. All right, this is exciting. Okay, I'm gonna cut this now, so I'm gonna take it out. I'm not sure if you can see it super well, but I hope that you will when we turn this lights on. It's better. You can see the outline a little bit. I'll cut off the whole side that I'm not using. Be a little easier to work with. I'm just pulling on the outside now. coming off pretty well. Trying really hard not to get it to stick to itself because that's when we start running into puddles. And I know that some folks really like to do a bunch of weed lines, which at some point I need to do and learn. What that helps is you don't have this big bunch that you're holding on to. You can see here if you pull too hard, too fast, it can kind of get stuck there in those spots, but it's not a huge deal. We can always just weed that later. We're getting there, almost to the end. I always have fun weeding, unless it's like the same thing over and over. But I feel there's something nice about just pulling things away and seeing what comes from it. It's like we lost a dot on an arm. That's not a big deal. Alright, that's all the outer stuff. Oops. Oh, this pea has like so many little pieces. I think I'm gonna sit down and do this one. I don't know if I really. Well, actually, that's kind of pretty. Let's see if it reaches. Alright, it does. Sorry that you all can't see it, but I'm doing stuff. If anybody is watching, let me know. Love to chat with you. You can talk crafts, anything else, answer questions you might have about this project or any other project you have going on. Looks like I lost the dot underneath the exclamation mark, but I happened to keep it on the eye, so I think I'm just going to move it over, because the eye doesn't look that bad without a dot. Yeah, it totally works. not sure what happened, but somehow I posted on live again. I don't know if I signed off. Once I finish weeding, will be the next step, which is to apply all of the transfer tape. Which, we'll see how well that goes. Sometimes it gets mad at me. It doesn't stick. I'm getting there for the last 4 lines. Second to last line, almost there. The first Peter it's on here is really tiny. It's pretty tough to read, especially the P. But I just finished that one. All right. Finished reading. See how great that turned out. So much better than whatever I could write with my hand. Let me get a transfer tape roll out. I might try to use just a roll. Like this instead of widthwise. So when you're putting on transfer tape, you really don't want there to be any wrinkles. You can see I have hit a few wrinkles if you look really closely. We'll go back over the spots that didn't get covered and just put a little extra tape there. that's that. We're gonna push it all down. Okay. Now I'm going to go in and really try to make sure I get all the lines. Okay. So now is the just trying to see if I can get this to fit right. It's going to be interesting. Because I didn't put the flowers down lower, it's not quite fitting right. So, what am I going to do? the nice thing about vinyl is you can move it around. There we go. Solve that. We'll put those on at the end. Let's see if this comes off clearly. Nope. Wonder if this is the vinyl that I had a really hard time getting to come off the transfer tape. Because yeah, I think this vinyl was just getting old, so I just need to get a new roll. And normally I can just pull and it comes right off. So I'm just cutting this part out because I'm concerned that I'm pulling on too many things. Okay, I'm going to just take them in sections and hopefully I can line them up okay. And this does not want to come off. I'm going to try a different direction.